Hey YouTube, I want to talk about Deerhunter today. This is their new album. It's called Microcastle. It was released on Kranky Records in 2008. Excuse me. Deerhunter was a band that was formed in 2001 in Atlanta. This is their third album. It's actually a double disc. It's got another, I don't know if it's an extension of this first CD or just a whole other album, but it's called YWIR Continue. It's pretty much just the same stuff as this. Microcastle is a little different than their last album. It's not as noisy and there's like abrasive ambient kind of stuff. It's more like straightforward kind of shoegaze, rock and roll kind of stuff. With all the kind of plush languid guitars and atmosphere and like, you know, vocoder vocals and stuff, and like they do this kind of production where all the song instruments kind of bleed together and pool together and stuff. It makes this kind of like blurry little trippy, I don't want to say it's like a mess of a song, but it's like a good mess, like a good mix, I guess. Like they have a very unique feel with lots of fuzzy soundscapes and like the sense of like woozy adventurousness to it. The two main brains in any Deerhunter album would be a guy named Bradford Cox, who's pretty much the band leader. He's got a side project out called Atlas Sound, and then the other guy's name is Lockett Hunt, and he's got a side project called Lotus Plaza. This is the first album to feature their new guitarist too, Whitney Petty. Maybe she's what kind of grounded this and made this more of like a straight ahead. Like it's still very experimental, very like cool sound effects and stuff like that. It's not a straight up rock album at all. It's still very kind of, they try new things and try to take the songs in like wide open spaces and stretch out this and that and try to do like discover new sounds, which I really appreciate. Some artwork, picture of someone with some goop dripping over them, photo effects of the picture of a crown cut up and shoved a guy inside. Picture of a guy and someone emptying an ashtray in the foreground. Scratched up Joker face there. Yeah, Bradford Cox is I think he's the singer, and he's very emotive. He sounds very kind of like, you know, mopey. You know, just kind of blissed out kind of sounding. But yeah, all the songs in here have a very cool kind of like delicate, trippy sound to them. It's very melodic. The songs in here aren't overly complicated either. They seem like they have pretty simple song structures, just complemented with like good atmosphere and cool effects and the oohs and ahs and lots of echo and reverb in the vocals and stuff like that. But yeah, they're still a pretty ambitious band. It's like, it is a double disc, and the second disc is pretty much just more of this first album sound stuff. It's that kind of shoegaze rock and roll. It's very kind of mellow, has some trippy moments with lots of cool, not over the top sound experiments and stuff. Like it's a very self-contained, very controlled album. It's lots of stretched out wide open spaces and stuff like that. And like I said before, all the sounds kind of blend together and bleed together to make this kind of one sound and stuff like that. Yeah, I really liked it. Shoegaze, experimental, blissed out trip rock. Deerhunter.